Back to the Treasurer's update on our economic outlook. To discuss it, I'm joined by Australia's top finance commentator, Terry McCrann of the Herald Sun. Terry, thanks for joining me. What did we actually learn today, apart from the obvious, that this has cost us a fortune and nearly 1.5 million Australians are going to be out of a job by next month?
Before I go there, Andrew, can I quickly endorse your comments about Alan Jones? He is a great Australian. He's made a major contribution to public policy debate and the reality of Australian society in his time in radio. And we're going to miss him on radio, but we're going to be glad that he's on Sky. I'm risking getting Media Watch next week attacking us. But also, let me also wish Josh well. And very quickly, the suggestion was made, if he does have to take a 2-week break, and hopefully it's only a 2-week break, maybe in the spirit of bipartisanship, we could bring Wayne Swan back as acting treasurer, because he is the world champion at managing big budget deficits.
Oh, that is a cruel thing to say to Josh when he's worried about his health, and you saying things like that, because he's almost certainly watching, Terry, so thanks a lot. But what did you learn, apart from the fact that we are in the shtuck?
Well, I think that's, very simply, that's the reality. We've embarked very tentatively on this journey back to reality, but we really don't know, and normality, hopefully, we really don't know what that is going to look like in this post-virus world, if indeed we ever get to a post-virus world. What Josh was laying out today, the Treasurer was laying out today, was just how savage not only the downturn, the recession, verging on depression we've got in Australia, but in fact that it's a global thing. And the really big thing that's different this time to 2009, apart from it's much worse than 2009, is that China this time is in as much trouble as everybody else. In 2009, China was able to come back very quickly and boom, and that was obviously particularly good for us. The other thing that Josh, the Treasurer, was laying out today was the cost, the very severe damage if we had to walk back from the walking out of the lockdowns, if we had to reinstate the lockdowns in the policy framework that they've agreed on. That would take us back to as bad a place as we are right now. It wouldn't be only halfway back, it would be right back to that savage, and as he's indicated, a 10% contraction in the economy in the June quarter.
Yeah, but Terry, I would have hoped that we'd have learned from the last few months, and with the preparation that was possible to have been done, that we do not go back to that broad brush, everything shut down thing, that we get more strategic and blitz local outbreaks rather than shut everything down. So I don't know. I put a big question mark over that, and I just wonder whether.
That's why I qualified my comment by saying, in terms of the policy framework that's been adopted, because the policy framework has been lockdowns and nothing else.
Yeah, correct.
I don't want to get into a discussion about the virus particularly and claim any expertise on this, but the big gap I think I see is this failure to embrace universal mask wearing in all the countries to our north where they've been very effective at containing the virus, particularly Taiwan, the country that you frequently referred to, and Hong Kong. The central feature has been near universal mask wearing and not lockdowns. So, but, nobody seems to want to embrace that in Australia. The only answer is if we have any sort of second wave, both federal and state governments will go straight back to lockdowns.
In all the shops I saw in the weekend, only one person I noted was wearing a face mask. So I think you're right. We're too proud to do that.
To make the obvious point, nobody in Parliament was wearing a face mask.
Very good point. But given the stress the economy is in at the moment, the obvious damage done, are the restrictions coming off too slowly for business to start employing people as fast as we need them to be employing people?
Well, without stressing the point about, are we really doing the right thing about the virus? But in terms of the journey out, I think it makes sense to take it, given the policy framework, to take it slightly slowly, But the really big concern I have is there another side? I mean, we have damaged so severely so much of Australian business, and particularly small and medium business. I think the big banks will be able to come back easily enough. Probably not the big department stores. We're entering a whole new world in that respect. But I have a really huge uncertainty about just exactly what sort of economy we'll have, even if we can successfully negotiate a complete removal of the lockdowns.
Well, I'm afraid you might be right. I think of small business people that I know, and I just think, how on earth are they getting through this? Terry McCrann, thank you so much indeed for your time.